Good morning, traders. It is Thursday morning, September 26th. We're about 30 minutes into the action, and we're going to take a very quick look at the market. Then we're going to find some great stocks. Before I get started, I'd like to mention that everything you're going to be seeing today is available at www.oneoption.com. Spell it all out. This is Option Stalker. So we start with market analysis, then Option Stalker helps us identify the best stocks. That is our trading edge. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're an active trader, by all means, subscribe to this YouTube channel because I'm going to be posting these videos about 45 minutes after the open each day for the rest of the year. It's going to have a ton of actionable stocks. For those of you who might not be day traders, every day trade that I like, I also have to like on a swing trading basis. So even though the market might not be setting up for a directional move, given time, these swing trades should also play out. So again, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Give it a thumbs up if you like the video. Let's see what we can find today. Market first, market first, market first. You can see how we've got a little bit of a market drop here after it rallied up. There's our support line right there. That was resistance. Now it's support. This is also a minor support level right in here, and we breached that yesterday. You can see how we came down and we tested this 294 breakout and then immediately bounced up and reversed. I believe, and there's one of our alerts right there, and I believe that the market is going to bounce again today. So fairly choppy trading. We can see how it ran up 1, 2, 3 tests. This resistance is also firmly in place. What does that mean? We're probably going to be staying in a trading range. I like the bid to the market right now. We had good overnight news. It looks like the US and Japan are going to sign a trade deal. Trump is going to hold off on tariffs on Japanese automobiles. That's a positive. Finally, we get a trade deal done. US-China trade talks are going to resume in October. That's positive. Huawei might consider licensing technology to US firms to avoid being blacklisted. I think that's a positive development. So we've got some pretty good things working. And additionally, we've got earnings season coming up, which usually keeps a pretty good bid to the market. So the overnight tone is good. Let's take a look. We'll go into a 15-minute chart right now. And you can see this was the action on Tuesday. That high around the 299.90 level, let's call it 300. Got resistance at 300. We've got support around 295. That's a big range. That's a 50-point S&P range. We're likely to stay within it. Yesterday we tested the low early and then bounced the entire day. So we've got pretty decent support so far this morning. Right on that level, you can see it was a sticky area. There we've got a little bit of a rally and then a pullback on Tuesday. Wednesday we go right up to this level. We spend a lot of time there. That's where we're finding support right now, and it looks like the market is trying to bounce. The overnight news was good, so I'm not overly bearish here. In fact, I'm a little bit bullish this morning. We're going to take a look at the 5-minute chart. And there you can see we've got a bullish hammer right there. Nice little drop early in the day. I'm going to put up my 10P indicator to see what that's telling me. This is a fantastic indicator for day trading the futures, by the way. And right here you can see a crossover. That's fairly bullish in the early going. We had a really nice cross down in here yesterday. Big rally afterwards. So this is not a following indicator. This is a predictive indicator. And I do get into detail in my videos on how to trade it when you have a compression like this and when the indicator is dropping. This is a bullish divergence. I pointed it out in the chat room yesterday. And yes, that ended up being a very nice trade. So I am keeping an eye on this. I like trading from the long side right now. I think that's where we need to be for the day. So we're going to be looking for bullish trades. I'll try and find maybe 1 or 2 bearish trades in there as well. Let's go into the scanner. I'm going to click on bullish. Because the market has dropped, I'm going to go right to my relative strength searches. So the market is down. These stocks are up. That is relative strength. Love it. These are the ones that want to go higher. So we're going to look to see if I've got any good patterns right out of the gate that I like. Baidu, interesting because it's breaking a downtrend here and it gapped higher. I do kind of like Baidu, so that's one I'll keep an eye on. And I'm going to click on this plus sign because then they'll all be saved into a list and I won't have to write these symbols down. Just looking to see what we've got here. Also looking for bullish put spreads because I think that's going to be the way to go. Grub, this may be a nice little capitulation low on it. You see that bullish hammer right there? Like to see follow through, like to see it close above yesterday's high. That would be a good sign for this stock because it would get back above the support level, and that is what candlestick followers would call a morning star. Still need to see that pattern develop. NSC, pretty nice. Let's put over the major moving averages here. 200-day, we've got the 100-day. Not bad. It's above the 200-day moving average. I like it. It's trying to get through this horizontal resistance. If it does, this could set up a nice bullish put spread below that 200-day moving average. Use that as your key. If the support level fails, then you have to buy the spread back in. But there's a good chance it'll come up and test that 100-day moving average. Let's put up the 1 OSI indicator and look for relative strength. Yes, it has relative strength. So we've got our key components. NSC, like it for a bullish put spread. Like to see it prove to me today that it's going to go higher. I'm going to continue to click through here, see what we've got. That could be another setup right there. Got a little bit of a pullback here. Needs to get above the major moving averages there. Not going to make the list, but caught my eye. Just looking for anything that's breaking out of a compression. That's what I'd really like. There's a good one. OC right there. Looks like it wants to power higher. Just putting it on the list here. Give it the plus sign. NSC, give it the plus sign. And see if there's anything else in here that looks like it's getting through major resistance level. Not yet. Okay, let's go into another search. Heavy buy volume. This means that the stock has really heavy volume right now, and it has liquid options, and it's trading above the prior day's high. Right now we have the S&P's down 6 points, so these stocks are all strong. Baidu we looked at. Tesla, bouncing off the 100-day moving average after a big drop like that. I'd want to see a little bit more of a base and a little bit more of follow-through. This is a nice bullish put spread. We've also got a trend line right here. You can see if you follow my cursor. So that uptrend line has also held. I like selling this out of the money bullish put spread keying off of that 100-day moving average. So I'm going to put this on a plus. Just looking to see. This is not bad. SE. Sempra Energy. See the pullback. The trend line has been broken. Now it's got a nice little uptrend line through the 100-day moving average. That looks good. That's a nasty little stock there. And that's it for that search. Let's bring up our custom search engine. We're going to go in. We will put in option liquidity. We're going to go with a rating of 4 or better. Actually, we'll go with a rating of 3 or better. And I'm going to just start clicking a few of these searches. This would be 4 bullish bars in a row. There's Baidu. Okay, we've already looked at that one. So yes, we like Baidu. And it's also coming up on 4 bars there. So let's click on Baidu and we'll take a look at why we're seeing that. 1, 2, 3, 4 bullish bars in a row. Looks good. We go into the 15-minute and there we can see similar 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a nice bullish pattern. Lots of strength. Bars closing on their high. We like it. That's what this search looks for. Any kind of little pullback on Baidu will probably be a buying opportunity. So that's something that we like. Let's go in and see if we can find some other searches that are working right now. We'll go in and we're going to look for a trade signal, just a longer term search here. We just came off, actually I'm going to zero in because we're looking for day trades in this video. We're going to go shorter term because of the big sell-off on Tuesday, so the relative strength will take a little bit longer time to turn. We're also going to be looking for strength versus the S&P, and we're going to be looking for a trade signal on a 1 hour, 30 minute, and 15-minute basis. Quite a few stocks came up. These are probably all going to be really good candidates. I don't have time to click through them all, so let's cut to the chase. What's above the prior day high? All right, I'm not going to go into ETFs if I see them, but I'm going to click on the rest. So let's flip through and see what we've got. Not seeing anything there. Ooh, Adobe looks pretty strong. Let's zoom out and see what the daily looks like. Trying to get through this down channel right here. I'm going to put an alert where I believe that down channel would be right around in there. So if it gets above that, I want to know about it. Looking for those compressions and those breakouts. These are all showing strength right now. So this is a nice little breakout above this downtrend line. It's got an uptrend line right here. I can overlay some trend lines to show you. Uptrend line 20. And we'll go with a downtrend line. You can see the wedge forming right in here. BP, BYND. Just trying to get above this downtrend line right here, but it backed off immediately, so it's not ready yet. There's a nice little breakout above that downtrend line. This is a flag pattern. There's your rally. There's your breakout. Horizontal support right here. I like Home Depot. In fact, I like Home Depot, and you can sell a bullish put spread keying off of the open from that level right there, which was the 224 level. If you're going to get a little bit more aggressive with it, you could go to the 225 strike, but I like that 224 strike. That opening from that gap higher should hold. So I like HD on a bullish put spread side here. Again, I feel the market's going to be sideways to slightly bullish. MA right above that 100-day moving average. Nice horizontal support setting up. We have a bullish hammer yesterday. I like it right in here. I think this is another good bullish put spread opportunity. That's the way I really see trading the market right now. McDonald's, another good one. So here it's hugging that 100-day moving average. We're seeing it move higher on good relative strength. McDonald's looks good. The reason we want to sell our bullish put spreads with the strike price below this major moving average is because that is our support. We don't want to be messing around if the stock goes in the money on that spread. This should keep the stock from going in the money, and if the support is breached, then we need to buy the spread back in. We were wrong. Maybe the stock has a negative news event. Maybe the market throws us a curveball. And we need to be able to watch both of those elements. It's key. Market first, stock second. If the market falters or if the stock falters, we need to get out. We don't readjust. All we do is exit the trade and look for the next opportunity. Most of the time, we're not going to have those curveballs, and these spreads are going to expire worthless. We're going to take advantage of time decay. That's what we really want to capitalize on right now. Nothing there too exciting. Nothing there. This is compressing after a pretty big fall on that 200-day moving average with a bullish hammer here. I'm still not convinced because there is still a downward bias to this. And I need to see some green bars that tell me that this stock is ready to go. And you can see it's still weak relative to the market. This, same thing. Might have a little bit of a bounce today and a little bit of strength, but not what I'm looking for. PDD, huge rally up. Pullback, gets ahead of itself. It's starting to recover. It needs to get above this downtrend line. Then I would definitely look to rejoin this. That is a powerful move. So you can draw that trend line right in like this. And you can see basically where we are, pretty close to where we are now. If it gets above that level, I start getting interested in it. It's got to get right above here, actually. Right above that level is where I start getting interested in it, because now it's broken the downtrend line and it'll be ready to resume its rally. There are searches that we can do on a swing basis to find those. STX, there's a gap right there that it fills, comes back, finds support. This is a nice big horizontal breakout. I like that support level right there. I think this stock's got enough of a headwind to where I would key off of that low, which was Tuesday, and that low is, got to get my glasses on here, 51.40. So you would sell that bullish put spread using the 51.50 strike. You want the stock to stay above 51.50. If it doesn't, you got to close her down. But I think STX looks good to me, and it's ready to resume its strength here. Just barely below that relative strength line, so it should start to improve. Tesla, we like that for a bullish put spread. Walmart looks nice. Look at that breakout. Breakout through horizontal resistance. Boom, boom. Good relative strength. Walmart definitely makes the list. So let's go through and recap the stocks that we like. We've got a number of them, and then we've got to find a bullish pick. So on my bullish side, I like Baidu. Bring in the 5-day or 5-minute. We want to see this opening hold. It must hold. We're going to put an alert right here. And this is not a good development right now. If this fails, it's going to come back and fill in this gap. We don't want anything to do with that. We can put another alert right down here. In fact, that could be a good short. Once it starts to fall below that opening price, it's got a good likelihood of filling. So Baidu, the jury's still out. I'd not like to see a pullback like that. I want to see better relative strength on it. Right now we have the S&P's down 12 points, so we're making a new low for the day. This is also not able to get through this resistance level. This is NSC. I like NSC. OC. That's a good one. This is how we find relative strength. You give it a few minutes, you're able to see how the stock weathers a market pullback. This stock is strong. OC definitely looks pretty good. SE, move higher, kind of hanging in there. Really nice rebound yesterday. It's trying to recover here. So not bad. Trying to get through there. Good bull put spread opportunity. STX, we like that. Take a look at the 5-minute. Hanging in pretty well. We don't want to see it come back. We'd like to see it stay above that opening price. We want it above that closing price. So as long as it's able to kind of do this and the market bounces, this will be one that we want to take a look at. Walmart. Also, same thing. Start setting up some alerts. We want to see that hold. That's a resistance level. This is definitely going to hold. And we'd like to see this level right here hold. So we'll put some alerts, make sure that it does. And then we're going to keep an eye on Walmart. Let's see if we can find a few bearish trades. I'm not looking for many. We're going to go right into Pop Bear and see if there's anything that strikes us on a swing trading basis right out of the gate. That's weak. That's making a new low. Let's see here. Got a lot of weak stocks here. UNH looks really weak here. I would say UNH definitely makes the bearish list. INCY, look at the daily chart. I'm going to go right into heavy selling because these stocks Yeah, UNH is on the top of the list. NUE, steel stock, very bearish there as well. We've got it in a downtrend. Don't really need to look too far for these bearish picks. They're sticking out like a sore thumb this morning. UPS backing off of the high, steady little downtrend, failed breakout right here. It did gap higher, so it's got some strength in there. May not be my favorite short, so I'm going to take a pass on it. CMCSA, Comcast, breaks through that level right there, which is support. There's another support level. It looks pretty weak. Tends to be kind of a chunky, choppy stock. But I think CMCSA could be a nice short. And we'll take a look at the chart. And there you can see some really red bars. In fact, we'll go back and we're going to clear the upper. And we're going to look for these 4-bar breakdowns. Whoops, got to unmark that. CVS, okay. So it looks like healthcare, given that UNH is down, is a problem. There's another failed breakout right there. CVS looks like a good short. So you've got this breakout right here, tries to establish a new high. Now it comes back and it fails to hold support right there. You can see how the relative weakness is coming in and it's on a sell signal. So ideally, we want to see these stocks relatively weak if you're day trading. Here's a very effective tool you can use: sell signal and relative weakness. And as long as both of these conditions hold true, you stay short the stock. You can also use a downtrend line to help you manage the position. And we've got heavy volume. So those are all nice criteria to use. And we'll just go in and we'll put in UNH. You'll be able to see the same. Relative weakness, sell signal, NUE, sell signal, relative weakness, CMCSA, sell signal, relative weakness. So this is a criteria that's very easy to search for also. And I'll run that search very quickly: sell signal, relative weakness. Both conditions stay true, stay with the trade. So you'll see when the condition changes, there will be an exit, a blue arrow, when it's time to exit the trade, or a green arrow would also get you out of the trade and force you to take profits on it. So let's go in very quickly, and we're going to use a 5-minute basis. Liquid options is what we want. We want a stock that is on a sell signal, and I'm not just going to go sell signal, I'm going to go a sell signal new. That means it's happened in the last 2 bars. And we're going to be looking for weakness, bearish, versus the S&P 500. Those would be our stocks right there. They're just on new, fresh sell signals, and they are weak relative to the market. So we're going to go into BABA. You can see a uptrend line here that I would want to see broken. Not real crazy about that right here, right now. Nothing there. Baidu, only if it can get through this level am I interested in it. GM, got your uptrend line right here, right through there, and I can actually draw a trend line, and I can actually search for these trend line breakdowns. I'm going to do uptrend line 60. That right now is holding, and we'll do uptrend line 120. Whoops. That's the one that I deem more important right now. And these are automatically drawn using the trendline tool. We can also search for these. So on our servers, we're able to search for trendline breakouts and breakdowns. Walmart went below 119.04. Let's take a look at what Walmart's doing. So it's starting to retrace. I do like Walmart. It's got good strength to the market early today. And right now we've got the S&Ps down 1150. We'll take a quick look at the market before we conclude here. And right now we've got MA, want it to hold this level. I still like our longs. Still like all of our longs. So Baidu, NSC, OC, SE, STX, Walmart. All good longs, UNH, NUE, Comcast, CMCSA, and CVS, I think are good weak stocks to trade today. And we're going to take a look at the SPY and see what's shaping up here. We've got a downtrend line right here. Take this off. Got a downtrend line setting up right here. And this support level right here has to hold. It's tested it once, and we're right in that compression level that we were in yesterday. So we've got some support right in this 96 to 97 level. We've rested there a couple of times. Got to see if that holds. My suspicion is that without a real market driver right now, the market's going to test the downside, it's going to test the upside, and it's going to finish somewhere in the middle of the range, possibly even close to where it opened today. And that would leave us with a doji. Here you can see big down day, and we had a reversal back up. So we're right within this Tuesday bar. I think that we're going to stay within it. So right now on this market pullback, what I'd like to see is I'd like to see a low. I'd like to see the market bounce, and then I'd like to see a higher low. If I see that higher low, that's the go-ahead for selling out of the money bullish put spreads. We're almost an hour into trading right now. If we continue to drift lower and we make a new low for the day after 2 hours of trading, well then in a news light environment, the momentum will probably force us to drift lower and we'll test this low. I don't suspect that that's going to happen. The news overnight was pretty dang bullish from my perspective. I think that in the next half an hour or so, we should start to see a bounce, and then those longs that I've outlined will start to perform. So if I had to tell you which of those I like the most, I'd say probably Walmart, NSC, OC, STX. Thanks. We'll see you tomorrow. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're an active trader, please make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll be posting these videos every day for the rest of the year. Good luck.